whatever is the work target given to him, he will be achieving it with the guidance of the supervisor. Next one is managerial communication. So it is only with the help of direction we will be able to give the managerial communication to the employees. Now, what do we mean by motivation? It means incitement or inducement to act or move. Hello everyone, I am Purnima, faculty in the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I welcome you all to this session. In this revision class on directing, we will be just discussing this chapter on directing. Now, directing chapter, it is one of the most important chapters in the syllabus. So, you can expect at least 11 marks question from this chapter. So, it may be a 1 mark question, 2 mark question, 4 mark question, 8 mark question. So, whether it is the importance of directing or whether it is the principles of directing or whether it is the formal and informal communication, you can expect any of these questions from this chapter. So, please students, please make a note of it when you are preparing yourself for the exam. Now, in this directing chapter, we will be discussing these various topics here. Now, we have the introduction, meaning, importance of directing, principles, elements of directing, that is motivation and supervision. Then we also will be learning about Maslow's needs hierarchy theory. Then leadership and leadership style, it has been deleted from the syllabus. Then we will have a communication, elements of communication process, formal and informal communication, barriers to communication and improving communication effectiveness. Now, these two are very, very important. There will be a sure 8 mark question for barriers to communication and improving the barriers to communication. Please make a note of it. So, barriers to communication and improving communication effectiveness. So, this will carry 8 marks. You can expect a sure question from this chapter. Now, let us understand what is the meaning of the word directing. So, in the ordinary sense, directing means giving instructions and guiding people in doing the work. Now, what do we mean by directing? It is nothing but giving the orders and instructions and telling the people to do the work. Now, it is only through directing the management will work. So, you just hire people, you have organized all the men, machine, materials and everything. But if you don't do the direction properly, then the work will not be done in the organization. So, in order to get the work done in the organization, we have to ensure that there is proper direction in the organization. In the context of management of an organization, directing refers to the process of instructing, guiding, counseling, motivating and leading people in the organization to achieve its objectives. Now, in directing, it involves instructing. You giving orders to do the work, guide people. When they are doing the work, you tell them how to do the work. Counseling. If he has problems, counsel. Motivate him. So, if he is feeling low, motivate him to do the work. And leading. So, in this way, you lead the team. So, all these are the main elements of directing. Then, let us understand here, directing initiates action. So, when we think about the meaning of directing, it initiates action. So, only with the help of direction, you will be able to tell the people what is exactly the work they have to do. So, that is why we say that directing initiates action. So, when you direct people, when you tell the people to do the job, so it is the way in which the management will be working. They are putting things into action. Then, directing takes place at every level of management. So, whether it is the top level, whether it is the middle level or the lower level, we can always see that direction is there. So, whenever the boss has a subordinate, he will be directing his subordinate to get the work done. Then, directing is a continuous process. So as long as there are activities, there are work to be done in the organization, directing has to be done. So it is a continuous process. Once you start doing the work one after the other, you finish the work and then start. So actually that is why we call it as a continuous process. And next one is directing flows from top to bottom. It is always from the top level to the middle level and from the middle level to the lower level. So the boss will direct the juniors to do the work. Now, let us understand what is the importance of directing. Directing helps to initiate action by the people in the organization towards the attainment of the desired objectives. So with the help of direction, we will be able to initiate action by the people. So in the organization towards achievement of the desired objectives. So we will be able to see that whatever the organization's objectives are, it can be achieved. A supervisor guides his subordinates and clarifies their doubts in performing a task. It will help the worker to achieve work targets given to him. So whatever is the work target given to him, he will be achieving it with the guidance of the supervisor. Then next importance of directing is it integrates employees' efforts in the organization in such a way that every individual effort contributes to the organizational performance. Now, in the direction, we should understand that each individual will have his own objective of entering into any organization. So, he will have his own motive. So, whatever his interest and motive, it should be aligned to the organization's motive. So, it is with the help of direction, we will be able to see that the individual effort contributes to the organizational performance. So, whatever his motive before doing the job, so it will be with the motive of earning salary. So, whatever the salary he earns, so it will be by doing the company's work. So, in this way, he will be contributing to the organizational performance. Then, next one is it guides employees to fully realize their potential and capabilities by motivating and providing effective leadership. So, if there is a very good director, he will be able to motivate people and see that they just put in the 100% effort in the job, and in this way he will show effective leadership. A good leader can always identify the potential of his employees and motivate them to extract work to their full potential. So, we have to, with the help of direction, we can make the employees work up to their full potential. Then, directing facilitates introduction of needed changes in the organization. Whenever there is a changes in the organization, it is only with the help of direction we can see that the changes are made in the organization. People have a tendency to resist changes in the organization. Effective direction through motivation, communication, and leadership helps to reduce such resistance and develop the required cooperation in introducing changes in the organization. So, with the help of motivation, communication, and leadership, we will be able to and see that there are proper changes to be made in the organization. Then, the next importance of direction is effective directing helps to bring stability and balance in the organization since it fosters cooperation and commitment among the people and helps to achieve balance among various groups, activities, and the departments. So, with the help of effective direction, we will be able to bring stability and balance in the organization. So, we can make it will help achieve balance among the various groups, activities, and the departments. Then, let us see what are the principles of directing. So, when we are directing the people in the organization, there are certain principles to be followed. Now, what are those principles which are to be followed when we are directing the people? The first principle is the maximum individual contribution. The principle of maximum individual contribution, what does it say? It says that the direction should be done in such a way that the employee's talent, whatever inherent talent is there, it should be exploited to the fullest extent, and he should give the best to the organization. He should give the maximum contribution to the organization. Second one is harmony of objectives. Now, the individual will have his own objective, the company will have its own objective. Now, it will be the duty of the manager to see that he brings about a harmony between the personal objective of the employee and also the organizational objective. The next one is the unity of command. See, the unity of command says that each department doing one particular kind of job should be under one head only. So, when there is only one head heading the department, all the orders which are given by this head, it will be followed by the entire department, as a result of which the work can be done very efficiently. Next, appropriateness of direction technique. So, when we are directing the people, we should follow the appropriate technique of direction. If the person is a very sensitive person, then we should see that whatever instructions are being given to him, it should be in a polite way. But if he is a very arrogant person, then depending on his temperament, the direction technique should be used. Then next one is managerial communication. So, it is only with the help of direction we will be able to give the managerial communication to the employees. So, whatever has to be communicated to the employees, it will be communicated with the help of direction. Then use of informal organization. So, this informal organization, it exists in every organization. So, within every formal organization, we have the informal organization, and this informal organization can be put for very good use by the manager. So, if there are any changes to be done or any new plans to be implemented, this news should be used in the informal organization, and then the approval will be given, and then we can announce it formally. Then leadership. Direction should produce proper leadership to the employees. So, if a manager is a very good leader, if he can influence his employees or the subordinates, then he can become a very good leader in the organization. Then next one is follow through. So, once you are given the instructions and orders to the employees or the subordinates, the next step will be follow through. So, we have to see how far they have followed the instructions and how far they are lagging behind. If we can follow through the instructions, then we can say that there is effective direction. Then the next is the importance. Let us see, before we just study the importance of supervision, we will read what are the elements of direction. The elements of direction are, the first one is the supervision, second one is the motivation, third one is the leadership. So, these are the three elements of direction: supervision, motivation and leadership. Now, what do we mean by supervision? Supervision means you are guiding the people to do the work. So, you are telling them properly how they should do the work in a very proper manner. Then, next, let us understand the importance of supervision. Supervisor maintains day-to-day contact and maintains friendly relations with the workers. He acts as a guide, friend and philosopher to the workers. So, a supervisor, he maintains day-to-day contact with the workers. So, he will be supervising the job done by the workers, and he acts as a friend, philosopher and guide to the workers. Then, the second importance of supervision is he acts as a link between the workers and the management. He conveys management ideas to the workers on one hand and workers' problems to the management on the other. So, this role helps to avoid misunderstandings and conflicts between the management and the workers. So when we have the supervisor, this supervisor, he acts as a link between the workers and the management. All the workers' grievances will be told to the management. All the management orders and instructions will be given to the workers through the supervisor. Then supervisor plays a key role in maintaining group unity among workers placed under his control. So he tries to see that whatever the group of people he is supervising, they will be just there as a team and they will be under his control. He sorts out internal differences and maintains harmony among the workers. So whenever there is any conflict arising between the workers, so he will just see that all the conflicts are gone and there is harmony among the workers. Then next one is he ensures performance of work according to the targets set. He takes responsibility for task achievement and motivates his workers effectively. So he ensures the performance of the work. So when the supervisor is supervising the work, he will just see how the work is being performed, and if there are any deviations, he will make the corrections and see that the work is done as per the plans. Then the next importance is he provides good on-the-job training to the workers and employees. A skilled and knowledgeable supervisor can build efficient team of workers. So he is the person who will be giving on-the-job training to the workers. So when the workers are working, the supervisor will supervise the work, and in this way he will be giving training to the workers. Then supervisory leadership plays a key role in influencing the workers in the organization. A supervisor with the good leadership qualities can build up high morale among the workers. So with his supervision, he can ensure that the workers have good motivation, and also he can build up the morale of the employees. Then the next importance is he analyzes the work performed and gives feedback to the workers. He suggests ways and means of developing the work skills. So the supervisor, he will be just seeing how the work is being done, and he will also tell them how to do the work, and he will also suggest ways of improving the work. Then the next element of direction is motivation. Now, what do we mean by motivation? It means incitement or inducement to act or move. So, motivation means you are inducing someone to do some work. So, he is not ready to do, but with your motivational words, he will be doing that work. So, in the context of the organization, it means the process of making subordinates to act in a desired manner to achieve certain organizational goals. So you motivate people to do the job in order to get the organizational work done. Then now let us see what do we mean by motivation. We all know it is an inducement or inner urge to do people to do the work. Now what are the elements of motivation? The first one is motive. It is an inner state that energizes, activates, or moves and directs behavior towards the goals. So only with the help of the motive we will be able to make the people do the work. So it arises out of the needs of the individuals. It causes restlessness in the individual, which prompts action to reduce that such restlessness. Now suppose a person is very hungry, he will feel very restless, and he will try to search for food, whatever he wants to, in order to reduce his restlessness. Now because of this restlessness, it will act as a motivating factor for him to do the work. Then second one is motivation. Motivation is the process of stimulating people to action to accomplish desired goals. Motivation depends upon satisfying the needs of the people. So motivation is the process of stimulating people to action to accomplish the desired goals. How you just motivate them to do the work, that is motivation. Then third one is motivator. It is the technique used to motivate people in an organization. Managers use diverse motivators like pay, bonus, promotion, recognition, praise, responsibility in the organization to influence people to contribute their best. So in the motivators, we have to understand is there are various motivators here. One is the pay. So you increase the pay, that will be a motivating factor. You give bonus, that is a motivating factor. Promotion, recognition, praise, responsibility, all these are motivating factors in the organization. Then let us understand what are the features of motivation. Now the first feature of motivation is it is an internal feeling, an urge or a drive, desire, aspiration, striving or needs of the human being which are internal and which influence the human behavior. So in the features of motivation, we should understand that it is an internal feeling, the urge or the drive, the desire, the need, and which are internal to the human nature. Then the second feature of motivation is it produces goal-directed behavior. Now why we say it is a goal-directed behavior? The promotion in the job may be given to the employee with the objective of improving his performance. If the employee is interested in promotion, he helps to produce a behavior to improve the performance. Now this promotion will be given to those people who have improved their performance. Now if anybody wants the promotion, he will have to improve his performance in order to get the promotion. Then the third feature of motivation is it can be either positive or negative. Positive motivation provides positive rewards like increase in pay, promotion, recognition, etc. So motivation can be either positive or negative. Positive means give pay, extra promotion, you give them extra praise, recognition, etc. All these are positive motivation. And negative motivation means punishment, stopping increment, threatening, etc., which may induce a person to act in the desired way. So when you are giving the punishment, when you are imposing penalty, fines, etc., so in this way you just see that the people behave in a particular way. Then the next feature of motivation is it is a complex process. Individuals are heterogeneous in their expectations, perceptions and reactions. Any type of motivation may not have uniform effect on all the members. So we cannot say that if the promotion is a motivating factor for one employee, it will be the motivating factor for others, because it is a complex process. And because of this complex process, and also we can see that the individuals are heterogeneous, that is they have their own personalities, their own perceptions, their own objectives, and each individual is different from another, and to motivate all of them in the same way, it is not correct. So we have to see, depending on the type of individual he is, we have to see what motivates him to do the job. So next, in this motivation process is based on human needs. A simple model to explain is presented here. So if you can see here, there is one unsatisfied need here. Suppose if he is a student, a college going student, he wants a two-wheeler. So that is the unsatisfied need which he is having. So he has friends who come to the college on the two-wheeler, and he does not have a two-wheeler. So that is an unsatisfied need, and this creates a tension in him. So all the friends are coming to the college on the bike, but he does not have a bike to come to the college. So because of that, he is having tension, and this tension will lead to drives. Because of this tension, it keeps on increasing within him, as a result of which it will create a drive within him. He will be just thinking about bike always. How to get a bike? How do I just own a bike so that I can come to the college by bike? Then next is the search behavior. So he will start searching the ways and means of just getting this bike. So that is the search behavior. Then once he gets the bike, it becomes a satisfied need. So once his parents buy him the bike and he is coming to the college on bike, so his need is satisfied. And when this need is satisfied, there is a reduction of tension. So there will be no tension within him. So in this way, the bike, which was an unsatisfied need, so it will become a satisfied need, and until then it will be creating tension and drive within the workers. So this kind of motivation, so you try to motivate the student, see that he gets good marks in order to get the bike, so that will act as the booster for him in order to get the bike. So there will be a reduction of tension here. With this, we come to the end of this session. Hope you have all followed it. Thank you.